there a problem?
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you right now.
Yeah.
The only thing we care about is getting girls.
When the cast first meets each other, they're mostly nice, at least to each other's faces.
Not hating on the girl, but you can just say your real name. I don't say, hey, what's up? My name is V. Wow, you know what I mean?
Mike, the situation, wastes no time trying to get some pussy.
I see this beautiful girl, and I'm like, damn. And I immediately was like, all right, I figured I'd hook up with her.
They all get introduced to Danny. He's their manager at the shore store. Skip ahead. A few drinks in, Snooki's sexually assaulting her roommates. Snooki gets mad because everybody's slut-shaming her, so she runs all the way upstairs, cries in the open, but not for attention.
I love being center of attention.
Not at all for attention. Next day, she's trashed and yakking all morning. They actually made us listen to the puke sounds. But yeah, because she's sick, she misses her orientation for work. So it's all this drama, like, is she about to get fired? Oh my God, am I gonna get fired?
Oh my God. Like, I swear to God, I'm definitely fired. I just feel like...
So the guys want some more jacuzzi times.
It's called male bonding, okay? Haven't you even seen Wild Hogs?
Since Snooki ruined their first session.
You made it mad freaky, bro.
So they invite these random streetwalkers to hop into the jacuzzi. Sam's feeling a little bit jealous because her and Mike have been talking kinda, so Sam's utterly disgusted.
I'm sick right now.
There's a lot of moments in Jersey Shore that seem scripted as fuck. Like this scene when Mike's in the jacuzzi and Sam and Angelina are just staring at him 10 feet away from the jacuzzi. Something about this feels fake. Even though Snooki apologized to everybody earlier.
I want to apologize to all of you if I acted like last night.
For some reason, she still thinks everybody hates her.
She's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave. I think I'm gonna go home. Like, you do what you gotta do. I ain't gonna sit here and coddle you.
The only two cast members that were previously in relationships while going into the show were JWoww and Angelina, and both cheat on their boyfriends within the first 2 episodes. Angelina is dancing with dudes at Karma.
Can we go somewhere more private?
Meanwhile, JWoww and Pauly D are getting hot and heavy.
Things start getting hot and heavy in an upstairs bedroom.
JWoww feels just fucking terrible about this whole situation.
I guess, cheated on my boyfriend with him.
Even though Sam was feeling a little jealous about Mike making out with multiple
Whores.
Their words, not mine. They are still somewhat flirty with each other.
What do you think about Ronnie? I'm trying to pretty much block Ronnie with Sam. I don't necessarily feel bad. I didn't even think twice about it.
Oh, well.
At the club, Sam starts hooking up with Ronnie, and this is where the Ronnie and Sam relationship began.
I'm trying to pretty much block Ronnie with Sam.
Well, that didn't work.
This is Jersey Shore, and there's a lot of drama in this show, so there's no way I'm going to be talking about all the drama.
I see you, and I'm into it.
Mm-hmm. You was into it the first couple days, though, right?
What I'm going to talk about, Angelina leaving the show.
I don't have to do what I don't want to do.
Everyone's fan favorite, Angelina, leaves the show. The reason Angelina leaves the show is because she didn't feel like working anymore. I'm confused. Did she not get the job description for the show? Now Danny, the boss, fires her and she never returns to the show again until next season when she returns. Ronnie gets into 2 fights on the boardwalk because sometimes when people drink, it has an effect on your brain which can reduce a person's ability to think rationally.
You're a dumbass bitch! You're a loser ass bitch!
And because Ronnie and Sam are a terrible couple.
I knew that the guy wanted to fight, and Sam was just like antagonizing it.
Is that fake Louis Vuitton?
Stop.
While we're speaking about fighting, a random dude punches Snooki dead in her face and gets arrested.
She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
Mike starts pissing off a bunch of people.
All right, neither of you guys know me.
He kind of pisses off Ron and Sam because he's always doing some shady shit that makes it look like he's still trying to fuck Sam, which he is. Vinny doesn't really like Mike.
I would never want to be like you when I'm 27 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
You have no game at all.
That's not what your sister thinks.
Then he makes a comment about Snooki's weight at the dinner table.
Can I have a roll, please?
Don't worry, you got a couple.
Eventually, all that shit talking and problem starting that Mike was doing in this season catches up to him at the end of the season.
I kicked you in the face. Oh!
Season 1 of Jersey Shore is probably the most rawest season of this show. It just feels like 8 strangers in a house, anything could happen, before they all got older and boring. So I'd give this season a strong 9 out of 10.
You tell.
So it's season 2, and instead of going back to the NJ, the cast goes to the MIA and the FL. This Miami season is when shit started getting fucking crazy. And it's like 40% because Angelina came back. Yeah, no one really fucked with her from the first season.
Bye, guys. Love you guys. I will.
Thanks for coming.
And they still don't fuck with her.
You don't deserve to be here, Angelina.
The other reason this season was so hyped is because of Ron and Sam.
You put me through enough. I'm done.
Ooh, drama. We love that drama. I'm going to start with the return of Angelina. Angelina comes back and is mostly way more humble in this season. Like, I don't know what the fuck show she thought she was signing on for in the first season, but you gotta work. At least in this season, she's working. We'll give her a golf clap for that. Angelina also actually tries to build bonds with the Shore house members this time, but the bonds don't really last because Angelina is kind of a bitch and is always involved in conflict, which is great for the viewer watching this shit at home unfold. But I cannot imagine living in a house with someone and hearing this shit all the time.
Oh yeah, it's always me. It's always me in this house, right? I talk to everyone in this house.
If I wanted to look at it from Angelina's perspective for a second, nobody really gives her a chance. Like, at some point she has beef with everyone in this season. I guess in between season 1 and season 2 this season. Angelina was talking shit about Snooki's boyfriend and Snooki too, maybe. So Snooki doesn't like her.
I did not say one word to Angelina. And why would I?
JWoww is usually trying to scrap whenever she senses any sort of disrespect.
You want to get your ass beat, you get your ass beat. You can stay, get your ass beat. But you can stay, get your ass beat.
Okay.
Ronnie and Sam are either indifferent or act fake cool with Angelina throughout the season.
What did you just say?
Not
Honestly,
you, Sammy. Well, actually, no. I'll put you in the same category.
Actually, I think you should shut your mouth.
I just don't trust none of y'all.
But when Vinny and Pauly started openly dissing you, you know, maybe you might be the problem.
Get the away from me.
So like all young and toxic relationships, Sam and Ronnie broke up at the end of last season. They do that just to get right back together and continue to have problems.
Bye.
Sam is shook when she finds out she's gonna have to live with Ron, her ex, in the same house again.
Oh my God. Wow, I'm entering a house in Miami with my ex-boyfriend.
Sam, did you not know that Ronnie was still a part of the cast? So Sam still loves Ron, and Ron still loves Sam. So they get back together again, but Ron is trying to creep real quick.
I love single Ronnie.
So dude chugs a whole bottle of Patron. I don't know what he was actually drinking. Now Ron is trashed at the club. So after this, Ron goes right to sleep next to Sammy.
And I'll go sleep with my girl in the bed. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not here. Go do it. How about that one?
Guy talk. Yeah, guy talk. Guys talk.
Pretty much everyone in the house except for Snooki and Jenny were at the club and saw Ron doing... Sam keeps asking everyone if they peeped Ronnie cheating, and the guys don't really say anything because bro code runs deep. And though Ron and Sam obviously had their various other issues,
I don't know what to do, Sam, because part of me loves you so much.
this whole situation would have been kind of like swept under the rug if Angelina didn't open her fucking mouth. Angelina tells Snooki and Jenny about what happened at the club, and Snooki and Jenny are like, "We are sisters, we stand together." So they rush to tell Sam about Ron cheating on her. And by rush, I mean they took a few episodes to tell her.
Anonymous letter coming soon.
You know what's messed up about this whole situation? Snooki and Jay tell Sam that Angelina helped them write the letter too.
She wrote it too! I was there. Wrote it too!
But Angelina's nowhere to be found in this scene.
Love Snook and Jenny.
She was with us and she wrote it!
You lie! You're a fucking liar!
So after Sam reads a note about Ronnie cheating on her, instead of being like, "Ron cheated, I'm done with you," she's like,
Hey, no, you tell.
and stays with Ron. The JWoww versus Sammy fight was hype, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. This is like top tier reality TV right here.
I'm in your face right now, you want me a piece here. Stop!
Angelina and Snooki also fight again, but this time they were actually scrapping.
Hey! I'm so pretty, bitch!
Angelina was already fed up with all the goddamn drama that she was mostly a part of.
95% of her bull is brought upon herself. She does this to herself.
So she was all packed up and ready to go back to Jersey.
I'm going to Jersey Shore, bitch!
Before the taxis come, Snooki shows up with one of Angelina's exes.
I want a shot.
Alex, what are you with her now?
Conversation starts getting disrespectful, so a fight starts.
Oh, yeah? Is this gonna go to decision or is there gonna be a knockout?
This fight is even funnier uncensored. The rise and fall of Angelina in this season is great, and it's one of the reasons why season 2 is so rewatchable.
All of you in this house are fake! And I want you all to know that I can't stand any of you!
But when you clump that together with the fact that there was a bunch of other interesting ass rivalries going on in this season, season 2 of Jersey Shore is a 10 out of 10.
Come on, pal.
I want nothing to do with you.
You disgust me in so many ways. Don't ever talk to me again. You're 23 years old. Be a woman. Holy take all your and get out this room.
Stop!
They're talking about relationships. My sneakers are dirty.
Angelina is gone.
Not in my house.
So now Jersey Shore needs a substitute, a brand new cast member. She's the best drinker that you ever seen her. And she might be tan, but she's not Latina. It's Dina. Prior to being on the show, Dina is already friends with Snooki, and they're both short, so they call themselves meatballs. From the jump, Dina doesn't get along with Sam and Ronnie.
And I'm just like a walking holiday.
A walking holiday? Like, what does that mean? Are you gonna give out candy? Like, I don't get it.
Everyone is having fun upstairs while Ron and Sam are just lying together in bed.
I think we're gonna play Flip Cup before we
Oh, Flip the Cup? I love Flip the Cup.
Dina, it's called Flip Cup. Do they even screen these people before they let them on the show? Later on, Dina is trashed and starts stripping for Mike, so she's had an eventful first night. Dina tries to get with Mike again on another night, and Sammy starts laughing at her.
She's not laughing at
She
you.
is.
No, she's not.
I definitely am.
Fuck you!
Dina gets embarrassed, mad, so she runs downstairs and calls Sam the C word. Look, I curse all the time, and even I don't want to say that shit. So Ronnie starts to jump in, and then Sam trails behind him, which triggers JWoww to get involved. You know what's something I don't hear enough about when people talk about Jersey Shore? The high quality production. I'm not always a fan of some of the music choices.
It'll be the last you'll ever see of me.
But that just comes down to personal taste. But the way that this show is shot and edited is beautiful. This show made getting Snooki out of jail look like a fucking GTA mission.
Free Snooki! Free Snooki!
Though there was mad beef between Sam and all the girls, they all make up in this season, which is nice to see. And everything in the house was fine, but then the relationships
Ruined everything.
Tom and Jenny. You see, like Tom and Jerry, Tom and Jenny. So recap. Jenny was dating Tom, who's been mad at her ever since she fucked Paulie's D. Tom was mad, but they made up and everything looked fine in the Miami season. But now the vibe is different. Jenny was already contemplating breaking up with Tom before she even got back onto the show.
I have been really excited to go to Jersey, away from my Long Island problems. Like Long Island problems being Tom.
But rather than just breaking up with Tom and seeing how things went this summer, Jenny doesn't break up with Tom and starts being all high school flirty with Roger over here.
Roger that.
And I know someone's gonna say, well, it's not like they had sex. She knew what she was doing, guys. When Tom found out that Jenny's been chilling with Roger, he leaves her dogs to die alone in the crib and wires himself a bunch of money through PayPal.
I don't deserve this.
Damn, this is pretty sad. Quick, switch to something funny.
You did her dirt, dog. You better send roses to the house. Feel me? Roses, dog, with pickles in them. Fried pickles.
Snooki and Vinny. I don't really consider this a relationship, but I gotta be fair because they do have a lot of sexual tension in this season.
Hello. You?
At the beginning, Snooki is mad at Vinny because Vinny hooked up with Snooki's friend Ryder. Snooki could be as mad as she wants, but she ends up cuddling with Vinny multiple times when she gets drunk.
I wanna be with Vinny.
But they don't have sex. Yet. One day, Snooki hooks up with this Gianni guy, and Vinny's all tight, like, how could you hook up with him? Usually Vinny's a pretty level-headed dude, but he's acting pretty selfish here.
You need a background check, social security number, how much he's making a year, STD check.
Vinny!
Vinny brought a girl home.
Nicole, we're better off without any guys. I'm telling
Sam,
you.
what?
He's always treated so bad. Why?
Ron and Sam 3.
If this relationship continues, I'll kill myself.
This relationship has gone past the word toxic.
Cry all you want. Your tears don't mean to me.
This relationship is nuclear. Every possible red flag that you would need to know that you're in a toxic relationship is right there in front of you. Sam is openly trying to make Ron jealous. Ronnie is justifying cheating on Sam.
I had a reason to on you in Miami. Realize that.
I had a reason. Sam punches this motherfucker Ronnie straight in his jaw.
Look at me. Are you friends with her or not?
Stop.
Look at me. Stop. Talk to me. This is my last time trying. Are you friends with her?
When your relationship reaches domestic violence, it's time to call it quits. And it really wouldn't even be fun for me to list every single thing that happened between them in this season, because it's just kind of sad. It's gotten so bad between Ron and Sam that Ron actually eventually kicks her out of his room.
Sammy's like a spider monkey, climbing on the bed, not letting go.
Sam eventually leaves the show, and then comes right back 2 episodes later. What the fuck? If I'm being honest with you guys, nothing ever really happens between Ron and Sam. Usually it's some stupid shit like, oh my god, he's talking to this girl over there. And Ron's like, no, I wasn't. There's an entire, like, multiple episode plot line about Sammy texting this guy Arvin and Mike getting involved in their shit because he's a dickhead. All Ronnie wants to know is, did she hook up with the guy? And Sam keeps telling him no. But they actually did hook up like 2 years ago. Wow. Every time they fight, it's over some bullshit. And I'm aware that a lot of couples fight over bullshit. But watching it on a TV show gets boring after like 30 minutes. Season 3 of Jersey Shore started out fire, but unfortunately that fire fizzled out as the episodes continued. But Dina was a nice addition to the cast and she fits them very well from the start. So I'm gonna give season 3 of Jersey Shore a 7 out of 10. Could have been better.
Stop it!
So the cast from the NJ already went to the MIA and the FL and looped back to the NJ, so now they're going to Italy.
Buongiorno.
By this point in the show, a lot of the cast really started to get fed up with each other. Dina is fed up with the way that the boys treat her. Snooki is pissed at Mike. Jenny and Sam are annoyed at Dina and Snooki because they keep getting drunk at the pregame.
Sam! Jen! Wait, mommies.
And everyone is annoyed with Sam and Ronnie.
Stop! Stop it!
Sammy's still there.
Just stop!
Mike hooks up with this girl, Brittany, pretty early in the season.
Say with why you're here right now.
I like Mike because he's different.
Brittany pops up like 5 different times in this season, and 2 out of the 5, she deadass just shows up.
See a foot in my bed, but...
It's Brittany, bitch.
Because Brittany is connected to Mike, I feel like this is an easy transition. Mike tells Ronnie that him and Snooki hooked up while Snooki was in a relationship.
Me and Snooki, we kind of hooked up.
This is a vile accusation.
And he tells Ronnie to keep it a secret, like these niggas aren't on a TV show. You see, Mike has some ulterior motives here. He wants everyone to know that him and Snooki hooked up. And when it gets back to Snooki, she's not too happy. Now, before I show you this clip of Snooki assaulting Mike, I gotta stress to you, Snooki was actually mad forgiving of Mike in this season. He was saying some disrespectful ass shit.
So when Nicole was me, right, watching her girlfriend get right, and then...
Are you kidding me right
No, I'm
now?
serious.
He even went out of his way to hit up his boy Unit, we'll get to him later, to make a fake story saying Unit was gonna tell Gianni everything Snooki did. What a funny prank. Once Snooki hears about Mike hitting up the Unit, she responds like this.
I didn't...
You, Mike.
I didn't.
Mike, I'm not kidding.
Ironically, this is not the only item that Mike has thrown at his head in this season. He also gets into a fight with Ronnie because he was talking shit behind Ronnie's back. But this is more of a Ron and Sam related issue.
What did you say?
Ronnie comes into the house and is like, I'm single this year, no drama.
What up, Italy? Single Ronnie's back.
This sounds a lot similar to...
My only rule, never fall in love at the Jersey Shore.
And basically every season since then. At this point, Ron and Sam are like Dom and Fast and Furious saying one more ride. Even when they do break up, it always feels like they're gonna get right back together.
It's never gonna stop. Ever.
Sam and Ronnie argue, get back together, blah, 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 blah. All the roommates have been done with this relationship since last season because of how toxic shit got.
Here we go again.
A funny ass moment from this season is when Ronnie is walking around like Hulk about to go confront Sam.
Fighting with Sammy, bro? What happened, bro?
Stop.
You just got back together with her 5 minutes ago and you fighting with her again?
The reason, well, I guess one of the reasons why Ron is so mad is because Mike told Sam that Ron was about to bring back hella bitches to the crib.
I didn't want to say anything because he was drunk. Ronnie was like, I got like 5 girls coming to the house right now.
Mike and Ronnie fight. Before they do, Mike bounces his head off a concrete wall.
Stop!
And now he's in a neck brace.
Now, bro, you know I came with my neck. Now I'm over here. Now I'm over here. Doctor said 7 to 10 days.
As funny as Vinny and Pauly are, they act like dicks to Dina in this season.
So we decide to pull a prank, put our bed in the living room.
They made Sis cry.
My mistake was thinking that everyone was going to understand my joke.
Dina in general, along with Snooki, is trashed majority of this season.
I never danced my underwear off my life. She goes hard. I give her credit.
When Gianni comes to Italy, he's greeted by his sex-craved 410 girlfriend. They go to the club, and I don't know how long they were actually there, but Gianni sees Snooki's just hanging out, so he leaves the club out of embarrassment. You embarrassed? There's a bunch of relationship stuff happening in the middle here. I don't really give a fuck. Snooki keeps calling Gianni's name so that they can make up. You know the rest. Snooki and Gianni stay together, but one day Snooki gets mad at Gianni for being distant, so she gets drunk and has sex with Vinny. So when Snooki was single, Vinny had no problem being like, nah, we can't hook up. It's gonna ruin our friendship.
I can't.
And then he waits until Snooki gets into a relationship to hook up with her.
What kind of shit is that?
Gianni and Snooki stay together after an awkward phone call.
After we got off the phone, I ended up in Vinny's bed.
Everything is nice in the house. The only thing is, nobody really likes Mike anymore. I mean, honestly, why would they? Mike is an asshole throughout this whole season, and pretty much every season after and before. Mike feels isolated, so he's questioning whether or not he wants to go to the next house, but he decides he's gonna stay.
Okay.
Italy was low-key an iconic-ass season, and I slept on it for a long time, but I won't sleep on it today because I'm gonna give season 4 an 8 out of 10.
I don't think he's coming back.
This season is depressing.
I don't know what to do.
This season is shot directly after Italy, which I'm assuming must have been exhausting for everyone. Ron and Sam are actually a non-toxic couple in this season, and it's pretty boring. Dina is kinda doing nothing interesting. She almost fucks this guy Joey, who is the twin of some other guy she hooked up with previously.
Whoa! That's interesting, but I sure don't care.
JWoww is with Roger, Snooki's with Gianni. That's a lot of couples. And it's interfering with the vibe that this show originally set up. Along with the fact that the Shore House has become a couples retreat now. The real reason that this season is depressing is because Vinny leaves.
Trust me, bro. The hardest part is leaving you, you know?
I know this might sound weird, but hear me out, please. I feel like Vinny leaving Jersey Shore is similar to when Brian left Family Guy, because they're both like the level-headed characters that balance out all the crazy shit around them. So Vinny leaving, only for a few episodes, really killed the show. Don't know why. really just ruined the whole vibe of this season and the show after it. Mike is still stirring up drama, but at this point, it just feels like he's just aware he's on a TV show. This season has no real substance when compared to other seasons, so I'm gonna keep the review for season 5 short. A measly 5.5 out of 10. It was pretty boring. Also, the unit is in this season a lot. I think that says enough.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
So here's a breakdown for everyone in season 6. Sammy and Ron are still being Sammy and Ron. Jenny and Roger are having relationship problems. Dina is finally in a relationship and cries about being away from her boyfriend for like 333 episodes straight.
Oh my god, are you crying?
No, it's just raining.
Mike does a full 180 as a person after going to rehab.
I probably haven't come over this bridge sober since like the first summer.
Vinny and DJ Pauly D luckily are still the same, and thank God, because without them, the show would be very boring to watch. And Snooki is pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
She also doesn't live in the Shore house anymore, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of them having Jersey Shore in the first place. So yeah, the show's pretty whack at this point. Mike ends up getting cuffed by Paula in this season. However, it only lasted like a week because Mike still wants to fuck other people.
Yes.
There's like an entire episode dedicated to Mike breaking up with Paula, and it's just a perfect example of how this show has overstayed its welcome. The only thing about this season that was must-see TV was when Dina got trashed in the streets of Jersey Shore.
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
Season 6 is boring, therefore, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10.
I threw a drink in your face to calm me the fuck down.
What?
If you watched this video and liked it, like it!
Here's a senior seat. See my girl Sam? She's the sneakiest bitch you'll ever meet.
Don't be shy. Subscribe to That Guy.